All right. Welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, a few confessions, if you will. I didn't realize that the test started yesterday. I thought it was today. I could have streamed yesterday for at least a session or so, and I just didn't even check because I was so confident. It said Friday, forgot to do the time change. So there's that. What else is new? Okay. Second confession. Didn't think this match was going to go the way it's gone so far. Australia fans, all the despair, all the destitute, all the depression you're feeling much better now. Your spirits have been arisen, and not that it's over, not that it's it's a done deal, but India is not in a good position. They're not. Because for two reasons. First, 4 quick wickets. KL Rahul, what else is new? But Pujara, this domestic god, for crying out loud, has not been the Pujara that we've wanted so far in this short series in 3 innings. Rohit was not able to last as long as he did last time, obviously. And who's the other joker there? Shreyas Iyer. Yeah, good call. Good call on Shreyas Iyer. Gabe was afraid of it. I was afraid they're going to drop Sky after like 3 seconds, which they did. It's not looking too good, okay? Third confession is I'm downloading a video that I just finished editing, so I want to jump on with you guys. So it's just, I got to wait for the match to start. It's not looking too good. And lastly, this is the most important partnership right here. Yes, I know you have some willing and able batsmen after Kohli and Jadeja, but this is the most important partnership right here. They can make this a worthwhile innings, or they can fall apart, and then you're in some serious trouble. Okay? The good news is that they should be able to get to that 100 score that Australia wasn't able to in the first match. Yeah, I went there. Okay? So far, Kohli gets on the board after a maiden over by Nathan Lyon. All of a sudden, Mr. Wicket, for crying out loud, he's taking all 4 wickets. Well, I don't think he took any or maybe 1 in the last match. He's taken all 4, the little punk. He's found his smile, if you will. And Kohli's given himself nice little 3 runs there in 2 balls. I like seeing that. And it's, not looking too good. I have not given up hope. I'm excited. I'm here. I'm never not going to jump on when I'm able to just because my team is not looking too good. All right? But I'm not too confident. What's up, Jack? How are you doing? Steve, how are you doing? Great start if you're an Aussie. Yeah, exactly. See? That's what I'm talking about. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Jihan, I said at the start of the day, Lyon needs to have a good day. He got 7 wickets there in 2013. He's having a good day. Having a good day. What's up, Varun? Nice to see you. Cyan, lucky are Aussies to win the toss yet again. I know. What's going on there? And it's interesting that they weren't even deterred. They're like, no, we're still going to bat first here in India. And it's looking pretty good. What's up, Jack? He says, got the link. Well, I got Gabe coming on pretty soon. Hopefully I'll have another guest right there. So I'm going to stay solo for just a little bit this time, but I appreciate you always being willing and able. Don't think I don't. But I just don't want it to get too crowded once we get rolling here. And as I speak of that, let me send the link out to the other guests I had invited that hopefully within time will be able to join. We shall see. But let me know how you guys are all feeling. Whether you're not an India or Australia fan, how are you feeling about this match? How are you feeling in general? Are you having a great weekend so far? Are you excited for another fantastic test to be underway? Are you excited for some other reason? It has nothing to do with cricket. Let me know. Get in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's have some fun here as we watch this match. My video is almost done loading, thank goodness. And as I was expecting another wicket to fall, that's right, I'm in that kind of frame of mind. Everything's okay. Tom says, calm down, Jihan. The tail is better than upper and middle order. The tail is better than the upper and the middle order. Not so sure about that. They performed pretty nicely last match for sure, but I don't know if I would bet on that every single time. Might have to pump the brakes on that one. No offense. Let me get this taken care of right here. There's in the making. Sorry, I really got to get this video uploaded because I know it's for Born Reviews. I know it's going to get a copyright claim, and you want to get to those right away because it's got to be. Anyways, there's a whole process for it. Sorry about that. You use for crying out loud excessively, Dixon. Thank you so much for noticing. That means you watch a lot. It's not on purpose, okay? It is what it is, but it's definitely not. I don't plan like, okay, cue card for crying out loud. Here we go. I just, it is what it is. Jihan Iyer got out an amazing catch, a short leg, though. He was unlucky. Well, that's nice to hear. At least there was that. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being positive about that and being honest. I did not see it. This was expected, says Varun. Australia came back strong, made the series even more interesting. They're Australia. You'd have to be a fool not to think that they weren't going to make it interesting. But I was hoping against hope that they would just lay down and die, but not going to happen. What's up, Steve? Good to see you. Lion got Sky out last match. There you go. Hey, Nick, says Steven, Aussies play better when Gabe is MIA. I don't know because Gabe was not here on day one when I streamed, and they didn't do so hot. But I still like it. We'll still say it's true. Tom says, Nick, in India, you win the toss and bat without hesitation. Yes, I know. But like for me, like sometimes I'm superstitious. A lot of times I'm superstitious. And so if it didn't work last time, we got to switch it, which is probably why I am not running any cricket team anytime soon. I'm having this internet situation here. It's because I'm uploading a video. Let me get this out of here real quick. Just give me 1 second. Let's see. What kind of picture do I want to send you guys to? I'm not going to be gone long, I promise. Here we go. This is perfect. All right. I am back. Did not take too long at all. Do got to change that, though, for the rest of the stream, if you know what I mean there. How's everyone doing? I already asked that once, but I want to ask again. How are you all doing? How are you all feeling? I'm excited to watch some cricket. I'm excited to see India not fall apart. 97 runs, 4 wickets taken. Ravi has gotten to 20 runs. Virat's at 18. And it's all about staying pat right now. That's what it is. Just finished the last over, bowled by Nathan Lyon. He's given up barely anything. I almost said it there. I'm going to work on it, Dixon. I really am. But let's go back to some comments here. Mumbai 2001, Steve Waugh bowled first, and India got hammered. But yeah, dodgy pitches should always bat first. The pitches, how many times are we going to mention that today? I can't wait. Other than non-cricketing reasons, really love watching from yesterday night, Raj and DK Farzi series. It was really brilliant. The Farzi series. Yes, Raj and DK are the directors. I remember reacting to that trailer. Glad you enjoyed it. I watched the first episode of the Test Season 2. I was hoping to review that with Gabe, but he, as always, is extremely busy. We'll get those out as soon as he watches that first episode. Don't get too worried, Nick. Cole's looking good for crying out loud. Yes! There we go. Wasn't me. Just reading. Gabe used, you know what I mean, excessively. Yes. And it's funny because Jody, when me and her were dating, I know she said that a lot. And once I got a little more comfortable with her and realized, I wasn't going to scare her away, we got pretty serious. I would give her a hard time. I'd say, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. And I think like either she stopped because of that or I just got used to it. And so it would just make sense, serendipitous, if you will, 5 or 6 years later when I meet Gabe, and he says it all the time. You know what I mean? Krishna says, hello, Nick. India in doldrums. High tension this game. Yeah. The high of the last one means nothing on the next match. 98 runs, 4 wickets lost. As long as I don't see another wicket lost anytime soon, I'll be happy. Gabe asked if he's taking crazy pills way too much. It's obvious he is, yes. He has quite a few Gabeisms. Let's see if you can type in the chat a different Gabeism. Let's see how many we can come up with. But yes, he does ask that a lot, and it makes me laugh every single time. But every single time he says that, I think I respond quite a bit, but every single time I'm thinking, yes, you are. Jihan, exactly. It's more of a rhetorical question from Gabe. Yeah. Dixon says Aussies will get a lead between 50-80, but will score below 100 second innings. India will have to chase a risky total, which they will eventually. Yeah, I mean, they scored much fewer in the second innings last time, that track, that pitch, but we can't count on it. They may have learned a few things last time. We'll see. Lions back this game. Yeah, he's a monster. Yeah, that's usually what happens, Dixon. The old third innings collapse to give the game away. There you go. So Jihan agrees with you. Laughter Express. I'm excited to get all through all these comments right here. This is a benefit of being solo for a little bit. They're sitting on run 100. They are. And Laughter Express says, again, the lower order batting of Aksar, Jadeja, Ashwood is going to determine the test result. Not just runs, but taking out the time is crucial. Yes, absolutely. I'm not looking for them to get 180 runs in the next, I don't know, 15 overs. Just can't lose those wickets. And if you do, it's about those guys, you're right, stepping up and helping out there. Tom says, Nick, New Zealand needs 394 runs to win against England. Do you think they're going to make? Yeah, England. What do you guys think? Because I'm not going to lie, I haven't been following that match until today. I started looking at it. And did England declare too soon? Like 329 or something? It seemed too soon because by the time England was batting in their second innings that I watched it, it was still day 3. I think they declared too soon. I think they did have something like 9 wickets. Sometimes it's like that ego thing, like, oh, we're going to declare before we lose our wicket. This is exactly how 2017 series in India was. All games were so close. That was a great series. Suman says, hello, Nick. How are you? I am fantastic. Thanks for asking. My internet, once again, is this or that, but we're going to get taken care of. Don't worry. Except Pune Dust Bowl. Stop it. Stop it. That's one, right? Nick, is CrickBuzz your go-to cricket website to follow if you're not watching it live? It is, and everyone says they prefer ESPN Crick Info, but I don't know if I just gotten used to CrickBuzz or what it is, but they are my go-to. I find myself it's easier for me to navigate the website because I'm more used to it than ESPN Crick Info, but everyone swears by the other website. Where's Gabe? He is literally right now, believe it or not, even though it's 11 o'clock my time, he's being a dad right now. He's at his daughter's dance performance, a late dance performance. He's literally sitting there right now. He's been texting me this or that. Jihan says, did you know David Warner has fractured his elbow? I did not know. It's being substituted for the concussion by Matt Renshaw. Wow, this guy can't catch a break. I mean, he can't stay healthy for more than a year and a half, a year or two. I did not know that. That's very, very tough. That's disappointing. Even as someone that's hoping that India wins, you want the best 11 out there to beat. You don't want this kind of nonsense. So hopefully for him, it's not too bad, and he can have a speedy recovery. Suman says, Nick, India will win this game easily by an inning. Ooh! Okay. So you're predicting that they're going to score at least another 200-300 runs at least, and then bowl out. Okay. I like it. They were 9 down, would have hardly put 5 to 10 runs. Yeah, it's that pride thing. But still, wouldn't you rather lose that wicket and get another 5 or 10 runs? I'm just saying. Jihan, England's bowling is too strong for New Zealand. Let's invest. Australia may have had a couch session with Dr. Blasphemer. Yeah, there you go. Hold that, cousin. That's definitely another one. It's over. Hey, well, come on. Hey, Tom, stop that. That was mine. I started that one. That's not a Gabeism. That's a Nickism. Come on. Dixon says all this ball shenanigans will be tested in the Ashes and in India. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, but when you go to those places, good luck. QZ to win on the 4th day. QZ. Don't know what that is. Harry Brooks seems like a generational talent. He looks very impressive. Extremely impressive. I do agree. I did not see that coming, but absolutely agree. There we go. 104. Just like that. A boundary from Jadeja. Flat onto off. And then a no run. So 104. 4 lost. That's a lot better. Let's see where it was when they lost that 4th wicket. 66 runs. So far, this partnership here has put together almost 40 runs. That's a nice answer back. I see a good partnership between Jadeja and Kohli. It's, in my opinion, it's the biggest partnership for this innings right here for India. That will lead to the lower order of Patel, Ashwin doing well again off the spin. If they get to 240 or 250, that will put some pressure on Australia. Absolutely agree. Absolutely 100% agree. It's going to change the complexity. It's going to change the makeup of the match the next 150 runs or so. Can they get there without getting bowled out? Great point, Ricardo. Thank you. Arun says, I also use Quick Buzz. Easy to navigate. 100% agree with Nick. Appreciate that. Maybe I'm just listening to the few that love ESPN Quick Info, but I appreciate that. Tom's excited about the boundary. Ricardo, good to see you, Nick. Hello to Gabe. Yes, he should be on eventually. He's just not available right now. Buying innings is not possible. Yeah, I thought that was asking for a lot, but you never know. Marvel Geek, like the name, this might be Warner's last test series ever seen his scratchy form for the past few months. Nah, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I can't get down with that one. Dixon, I prefer Quick Balls. There's 2 in a row. Love it. Quick Info is too much info. Well, they named it appropriately. Gabe does say puñada a lot when he sees those sixes. Oman is definitely a Nickism. Appreciate that. Someone's paying attention. Monkey says, hey, Nick, a Kohli century will help out India a lot. Yeah, it's never going to hurt to get a century. I wouldn't complain. Out of form, Warner injury, the elbow, and was substitute for concussion. Interesting. Yeah, don't know about out of form. Just injured. India need to get around 400 runs, and we will win this match too with an innings. Very optimistic in the chat. I like it. Getting back to the out of form, and I think, Varun, you're responding to what the other person said. But the thing about that idea, I've noticed, and it doesn't even matter what the format is, maybe more on the white ball side. We'll start with that. I've noticed that Australia is a different team without David Warner. 100%. And you're going to say, yeah, well, he's an opener, of course. Not all openers, KL Rahul, perform on a consistent basis. He is so instrumental and so detrimental to their team and what they're trying to do and what their plans are. So I would not say out of form at all. Maybe Test, maybe he's, I don't know. I still want him on my team any day of the week. Barath says, what's up, Barath? How are you doing? Good evening, Nick. Hello, CFA Nation. Ooh, another Quick Buzz lover. Excellent. Warner's 36 next. I'd be surprised if he goes to England. Wow. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me a wicket. Someone said out, question mark. Don't tell me. Okay, so that was from before. Whew. Why you gotta do that to me? I know my phone is still loading the video almost. Well, not loading, uploading. I'm not setting it to post anytime soon. Scared me there. And I'll be able to watch it live. I'm not watching it live right now. All right. So that's good to go there. I'm going to do this to you guys one more time. I'll be right back. All right. Finally, some live cricket. Some live cricket. I'm not going to say anything. Those balls bowled. Ooh, Australia really thinks Jadeja might be out. The umpire does not agree. Just in case I'm probably behind, I'm at the that was the fourth delivery of the 41st over. Australia, big appeal from the team. Ooh, that did not hit bat. That definitely hit leg, but they're not going to challenge. Okay, so they're good. And Jadeja, no run there. Right past the bowler. Now I am. ESPN, ESPN Quick Info. Lion not finished yet, Nick. I never said he was finished. Absolutely not. I was talking about David Warner. Now, Sean Murphy, isn't this the kid that just destroyed, obliterated India in that one in their only innings they batted last time? I think Australia used up their reviews. What? Can someone get me the update on that? Is that correct? That they used up all their reviews already? There's no way. There's no way. That would be crazy. Just behind 1.5. I'm 1.5 balls behind. Okay, good. I thought you were saying 1.5 overs behind. Like, oh, yikes. There's no way. Jack confirms it. Schmitty. Oh, Schmitty, the celebrity, is in the house. Confirms it too. Wow. Krishna, what were they thinking? Why? I mean, do you think you're not going to, that India's not going to bat in the second innings? That you're not getting your second? Wow. Did they get screwed in all their reviews? Oh, my goodness. We're now in the 42nd over. I just saw the first delivery of it. So here, they're looking at it. It's not reviewed, but they're looking at it. It would have been missing. Okay. Wow, because that looked like that was going to be, in line for that leg stump there against Jadeja, but he's good. Wasted 3 in one session in like 10 overs. Oh, man. Umpires on point today after a bad day. Oh, they had a bad day yesterday. Surprise, surprise. They get first day jitters, I swear. They used them all like it was unlimited. I watched that in the first episode of season 2, The Test, where Pat Cummins, he was made captain, and he was like, do I do it like this? Do I do it like this? That was pretty funny. Maybe. Oh, there you go. Maybe it's some of that Australian cricket pride. Boundary. There you go, Coley. Leg by. I'll take it. I don't care. Some of that Australian cricket pride where it's like, no. We're going to be right. And they just keep burning them all. Jeez. You get reviews back in the next innings. Okay. That makes a little more sense. I was like, for the entire match? Wow. Players should really think like an umpire and put yourself in the mind of an umpire. Even talk to umpires about decision-making processes. Not that hard. There you go. Defend those umpires, Jack. Like that comment. Appreciate that comment. That time that was hit by Mr. Coley himself for a single run. 110. Thank you, Dixon. Yes, definitely hit that like button. Hit that like button. Or I'm going to have to go back to my phrases I use too much. Not that it's a big deal. Not that I'm worried about what any comment really is saying. But I do, get driven crazy when someone uses the same phrase over and over. So I definitely understand where that's coming from. Repetition is like my biggest pet peeve. Cummins has been possessed by Tim Payne this. Nice. Yeah, yesterday was a bad day for umpires. Never saw so many decisions overturned recently. I am so mad I missed it. I mean, that would have given me so much fodder for future umpire hate. What's happening, G-Test? What's happening? Coley's Test career, 179 innings. Only 8,000 runs. Only an average of almost 49. Patty Cummins went to Shane Watson and Tim Payne Academy of... was Shane Watson a bad one as well? You guys are hilarious. 44 partnership in 100 balls. There you go. 100 balls so far as partnership is exactly what you need to kind of calm down. Talk about excessive review using, excessive wickets taken. Jeez. England versus New Zealand pink ball test is more entertaining than this match. It probably is, but it's not still going, is it? It is still going. Holy cow. Third session. New Zealand's already lost 2 wickets. Oh, my goodness. They've already lost 2 wickets. Listen, this is Kohli and Jadeja. I'm going to sit right here. We got Latham, Nichols batting. Conway, Williamson. Oh, the nightmare. Stewart, Broad. 2 wickets and only 2 runs combined between the 2 of them scored for those that have lost wickets. Ooh, Bosball once again. And England is in New Zealand. New Zealand was a monster in New Zealand last WTC. Virat century. Oh, we're not going to go there yet. There's definitely a possibility. We're not going to go there yet. I think I may have overused. Dixon, he does not like the things that I say. I mean, to be fair, you're not the only one. But man alive, where's the love at? Hey, Nick, did you read on Tara Norris being the American female player to play in the WPL? Amazing. Did not, but that is awesome. That is amazing. Congratulations, Miss Norris. Representing. What's up, Jay? I'm back and I'm nervous. You should be a little more calm right now. They've done a little better to stabilize the innings for India. We want them to score as much as possible, but already they have calmed things down to a certain degree. Now, like I said it twice before, I'm going to say it a third time. This is the most important partnership for India. This is not their only partnership, but this is the most important one. These guys can completely wreck the match either way you want to look at it, to be honest. Laughter Express says, feels like batting out too much balls in Test cricket gets too much hatred in turners like this. Or even in South Africa, even if you score 30 to 40s, but bat 100 balls, that makes bowlers tired more. Yes, exhaust them. Absolutely. We normally would have pant to rescue, no pant rescue. Yeah, but you can't really count on the pant rescue. You can't. Does he show up at the right time a lot of times? Absolutely. But a lot of times he's part of the problem by just carelessly losing that wicket. Would I take him on the team? Absolutely. But you can't always count on it like it's a for sure thing. Pujara got dismissed on duck twice in his 100th match. Yikes. How can he be dismissed twice? This is his 100th match. He's only played 1 inning so far. New Zealand needs 394 to win the test match. That's a lot. No way. Broad got another wicket? Oh, Latham. How dare you? Throw away the wicket like nobody wants it. Stewart, Broad, he's like, I am getting to 600 by hook or by crook. Man alive. That is crazy. He's at 570, I think, before this match, unless it updates that fast. Wow, Stewart Broad. You beauty. Oh, Nathan Lyon almost had another one. Was that close, or did it just seem close from Kohli? Kohli got wood on it, but it bounced behind him, and I think it just missed the stumps. Let's see. Oh, it's just dead in the ground. No, not too close. It actually went right between his own legs, but not too close to the stumps. But it could have, I guess. His foot was actually in a pretty good location where it would have blocked it from the stumps. So not really as close as one would think. What do you think the sport would be like without umpires? I don't understand the negativity. Do we expect perfection? We kind of do. Like, honestly, kind of do. I appreciate the comment, 87. This can get me going for a while. I kind of do. When you're standing right there, when you're using your ears, you're using your eyes, you have third umpire, you're right there. You're right there, and you can hear it, or you can see the gap, and you're still going to make the call. I absolutely do expect maybe not perfection, but 95%, 98%. Your experience, you've been there, you've done that. Come on. Absolutely. Do I expect an umpire to blow 3 or 4 calls where the team has to review every single one to save their bacon? No. I mean, you might have a day or a session where there's only 2 or 3 interesting things that happen or possible wickets that happen. I think you're being a little too generous right there. My question for you is what don't you expect? Do you just accept it all? Got a super chat here from Monkey D. Luffy. Appreciate that, Monkey. Heading to sleep. Enjoy the game, everyone. Was great hanging out with you and so long, Nick. Good day, night, all. Appreciate that so much. I'm sorry I just came on for a little bit. Can't believe it's already been 30 minutes. Great to hang out with you guys as well. It always is. It's the main reason I come on here and I live stream. Because I can watch cricket laying down in my bed, sitting next to my wife, hanging out with my kids while they're playing a video game and being with the family. But it's hanging out with you guys, talking back and forth, answering questions like the umpire one. That is what gets me most excited about it. So I appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Defend the ball there. Nathan Lyons got one more ball left in his 44th over. Jadeja is at the crease with 25 runs on 66 balls. And Coley's at 24 runs on 66 balls. That was actually the last ball of the over. They are both being very similar, playing comparable cricket. And this commercial is distracting me. All right, let's get back to some comments here. Let's see. Good fight. Back by India. They were tame for the 1st to 4th wicket. Absolutely. 100%. Chloe will get 100 and will be thoroughly deserved. Jinx. I'm seeing what you're doing there. That 100%. Just fun, Nick. Would I be here if I didn't like you? Now, when can we go on a date? LOL. I think I liked you better when you didn't like me. Just saying. Just saying. Oh! Oh, my gosh. First, I thought that was going to be an edge that possibly hit the bails. Then I thought it was going to be an edge that got caught. Neither happened, fortunately. And you had a quick little ricochet off the bat by Jadeja for a 4. Wow. Not a drop. You got SPD, it looks like, over there in the slip. Not really one that's catchable, but it was just close. It was just close. I mean, I think it needs to be said. And like everything I say here, Mr. Dixon and everyone else, is by jest. Okay? Everything I say here is by jest, but it's got to be said. Murphy, how you going to take, what was it, 7 wickets last time and walk around with that haircut? Come on. I mean, that's like a salad bowl haircut. What is he thinking? No, not even a salad bowl. That's a cereal bowl haircut. You're better than that now. Come on. Nick, watch some ICC Women T20 matches, which is currently happening. If that's what the people want, that's what I'll check out eventually. Appreciate that, Radhika. Broad's on fire. Did he do it again? Stop it. No, not yet. But he still has 3 wickets. Still at 3 wickets. Not that I needed one, but after Smriti got picked for RCB, I got one more reason to support them. not that he needed one. I love it. Did she really? Yes. Welcome to the pain, Smriti. Welcome to the pain. And just like every real fan, RCB is never too far away. They're very close to the heart. If I was a smarter man, Mr. Varun, I would just give up on the heartbreak and just stick with Mumbai and their 5-time champions. Ooh, I did not like that shot by Kohli. Whether he was trying to defend or what, I have no idea. Did not like that. 6 runs, though, on the over. There you go, India. Take it to Murphy just a little bit. 6 runs off that over. Before that, he was only giving up 2 runs and over. Gives up 6 that time and finishes it with 4 dots, though. Jihan says, I think Pujara was out before Aussies did an appeal. That's why he said out twice, I think. Oh, okay. That's the other thing. I don't want to talk too much about because I want to save it for the review with Gabe for anyone that's interested in season 2, episode 1 of the test. But I had forgotten how fortunate Marnus was, because he was very fortunate in the last match as well. What was he, like, dropped at least twice? The ball, I mean, he should have been caught, but it was dropped at least twice. He is the luckiest cricketer that Australia has. But, man, a lot, you can't make it up how many times that he was spared by luck. Great batsman, don't get me wrong, but that ranking might be a few notches higher just because of that luck. Won't wear out Australian bowlers when they have a half dozen spin bowlers. I don't know about Mr. Kuniman. They have Lyon, they have Murphy, and they have him, right? That's 3 by my count. They don't have 4 going, do they? Krishna wanted Smriti. Everyone wants some Smriti there. Jadeja, best all-rounder in the world, you know it. Alani says just bat time versus Australia. They get frustrated when teams don't hand them wickets. It's actually true. It's actually very true. Man, he dead in that ball. And he waited before he touched the ball. What would have happened if he didn't wait and he just grabbed that ball? Would there have been some kind of punishment there? Very curious about that. Last time on this ground, Kohli scored 243 and 50, I think. And I think that 243 might be, is that his all-time high or is that his second high? Maybe that's 254 is his all-time high. A lot of runs. Speaking of runs, there's a single there by Jadeja. Kohli had passed him up as far as run total. Kohli's got 30, Jadeja 26. And everyone is loving the form that Kohli was in. I did not like the last shot or the second to last shot he took. Did not like it. Nick, do you think KR will place in the 11 in doubt for the third test? He should be. But I hear he's the vice captain, so he's not going anywhere. But his place should be in doubt. 100%. If you're not performing, bye. Yep. Dominicano. Absolutely. The man's got a dozen Gabeisms. We've only scratched the surface. Back to back and belly to belly. That's another one. What are some others that this guy says? Making fun of my puns is kind of a Gabeism. Something like, oh my gosh. For Pete's sake. That's another one. Or for the love of Pete. What does he say? For the love of Pete? Heathen. He calls me a heathen at work, too. Ricardo, Nick, any thoughts about the Major League Cricket? Excited about it. Play happy in the summer. Have you heard if any major players will be involved? I hope to get some time off from work to catch matches in Dallas. I'm hoping to possibly, it's going to be very, very difficult, possibly go to a match myself. I'm excited about it, first of all. But I'm curious how it's going to go. I fear the longevity is going to be really, really tough. But I think the U.S., whoever's running it, I don't know, U.S. Cricket, whatever, whoever's running Major League Cricket, they need to just take the losses the first couple of seasons. You're going to lose money. It's like any new business. You're going to lose money in the first 5 years. Stick with it. If nothing else, it's going to be a pipeline for the talent. Invest in the sport for this country, and it will reward you handsomely eventually, not overnight. But I'm excited to check it out. We will definitely be streaming a few matches at least. Nate at Emerging Cricket is going to hook us up with all the details. And hopefully before the season starts, we can get him on this channel or we can join him on his channel and we can talk about it. Nice shot there. Good luck stopping that from being a boundary off of the hands of Kohli, if you will, from his bat. And there goes my theory with not liking his last shot. That looked beautiful. Very, very comfortable. 2 steps up in the crease. No one's going to get it. Plays perfectly. A lot of power. Ooh, maybe even 3 steps up in the crease. Even has the leg up in the follow through. There you go. And he follows that with another single there. So once again, starts with a boundary. Is that Murphy again? Yep. Starts him off with a boundary and then a single. 5 off Murphy in the first 2 balls for his last 2 overs. Nick, did you watch Ant-Man the Wasp? No, I did not. Not saying I'm not going to watch it. I wasn't extremely too excited about it. I'm excited for any movie, but I wasn't overly excited for this movie. And then the reviews came out, and I listened to the 3 or 4 guys that I really, really trust, and I kind of combine their thoughts and get an idea of what I think I might feel about it. And none of them enticed me to go watch it this weekend. I'm so excited. I got a 3-day weekend, and man, I'm going to get some sleep. I'm going to spend some time with the family. I'm going to get some R&R, if you will. I'm going to watch some cricket. But I don't know if I want to make it, a 2, 3, 4-hour trip there and back to watch a movie that no one's too excited about. I will watch it, but not this weekend. Let me know if you will. Will there be a Gabe sighting today? I hope so. But he's out late watching his daughter do what she does, being one of the best dancers in Las Vegas at her performance. Oh, no, and there's a wicket right there. Jadeja goes down. I don't think you can even bother reviewing that. That's an edge right to the midst of, they're going to review it. Is he saying it didn't hit his bat? What exactly are they reviewing? I thought that was just a clean edge off the bat. That looks like an all-important 5th wicket. Oh, no. Jadu out. Oh, Australia fans are super excited. That looks pretty good. I'm waiting to see the review. I don't know what they're reviewing. Oh, it didn't hit the bat. It did hit the leg. So they're reviewing LBW, but that looks pretty plumb. It looks not even yet at the middle stump. It's not too high. I think he's done. I think he's donesies. Let's see the whole impact and the pitch tracking and all that kind of nonsense, but I think he's out. Not hitting bat. That's pad. Yep, that's 4 reds right there. Dumb review. Not sure why they did. I thought it was an edge, but still, dumb review. He's done. And that's huge. That's huge. That is unfortunate. And just like that, that's Test cricket, baby. Just like that, the whole match could change. The whole complexion of the match can change. They're feeling good about their partnership. It was still a successful partnership, seeing where they were at when they came into it. But that's disastrous right there. Absolutely disastrous. Murphy gets rocked by Kohli, but he takes Jadu's wicket. Very, very nicely done, LBW. And the match is not over. It's not the end of the world, but that's a huge wicket. A lot of momentum goes to India or to Australia for that one. Oh, my goodness gracious. No, I'm not stressing. I know what you're doing, Steven, and I don't like it. I know what you're doing. 8 wicket this series. Oh, no. Michael, is it Goff? Is a very good umpire. Don't review his decisions. You will lose your reviews. Yeah. He seemed very, very sure. Definitely a huge wicket. This is a real test for Axar. Let's see his real batting. But yeah, that was a huge wicket. You got Bharat. Let's see what Bharat can do. He had a very lackluster debut. or as my friends in Australia would say, debut. But he did only get 1 innings. So let's see if he can have a bounce back performance in only his 2nd innings in his Test career. First class, that's great. But what I've learned, first class doesn't really translate too well always. Not a guarantee. Debut. Debut. We say debut. It's interesting how its pronunciation is different. Yeah. Who would have thunk that, right? It wasn't too long ago, maybe a year ago, I was complaining about their tail end. Now, seems to actually have a tail end. Oh, man. Bharat's coming out swinging. It's no run, but, man, he's not afraid of the Murphy man. And there's a 47th over in the books. There's Murphy's 10th over. If this was ODI, he'd be done. It's not, so we'll see him plenty more times. On my eye there. Nick's Aussie accent coming along nicely. Appreciate that. Only a few words. That's a trick. You don't want to overdo it. Just a few words that you're confident about. You sprinkle that in there. For me, it's the more I hear it, the more I can mess around with it. And for me, the Aussie accent is a little easier than an English accent. Not sure why that is. Because the thing is, like, every American thinks they have a good British accent. And it sucks. I mean, it just, I don't know how some of these actors, these American actors that play British characters, how could they live with themselves? Performances they give. Ugh. Nick, is Han Solo your special guest? He must be waking up soon. He's not the special guest. I would love for Han Solo to come on. A little camera shy. And he's afraid of my very intimidating presence. That's for sure. Oh, see, in baseball, we call that a balk. Kuniman. We call that a balk. You got to finish it up. 12 overs in this session, 1 wicket, 37 runs. I mean, that's a push right there for both sides. Okay, you got almost 40 runs. We got a wicket. Nick, you live in Vegas. You would have some crazy stories. Unfortunately, I don't, because I'm a very boring person in terms of the world. I live in Las Vegas, yes, but I don't gamble ever. Okay? Full disclosure, Jody and I, we spent like, what, 20 or 30 bucks once when we were doing a staycation on the Strip because she had never done it before. So that was it, ever. I don't drink, ever. I don't do any illegal you-know-whats, ever. I don't even smoke cigarettes, ever. Okay? Happily married man. I barely ever even go out to the Strip, which is actually that way. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 shows here in Vegas, 2 or 3 or 4 sporting events. I spend most of my time at the movies or at home or at work or here. So Gabe definitely should have some crazy stories. Being a limo driver for his second job, be on the Strip every single night for the most part. I like the movie Hangover, yeah. Not me. Not even close. Buying Bitcoin could be gambling. Okay. I stopped the whole, I did get into crypto for a short time. I stopped that. I should have got out of it way sooner, and I would have had a great success story. Oh, look at that. Look at the man at Silly Point. He wants to get a ball right to the jaw. No respect for Bharat. 0 runs on 4 balls so far. Josh Butler was in The Hangover? Are you kidding me? Or are you just talking about Bradley Cooper, his lookalike? There's no way Josh Butler was in that. Thank goodness Bharat lets his foot behind the crease. They're going to show me the replay, but then they went to the Guinness commercial. How dare they? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new and you've not done so yet, please like the stream. Like the stream. Whether you're Australia or India fan, you should be different shades of okay. Maybe more of an Australia fan being more excited so far, especially how the last match went. Do us a favor. Hit that like button. It helps out tremendously. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet and you're enjoying yourself. That helps out tremendously. And leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. Let's say, Nick, that's handling the ball out. Batsman can't pick up the ball without bowling team permission after playing the shot. Handling the ball. So he'd be out for handling the ball. Did not know that rule. Wow. And that gets past the fielder, but not past the deep field. They have a man out there deep, so it's going to be just a single run for Kohli. And Mr. Bharat is back on strike. Still looking for his first run of the match. BGT in India or BGT in Australia? Which one is more exciting? BGT? I don't know what you're talking about. Most of the U.S. imagery is based on movies, which, of course, is not reality. Yeah, absolutely. Such is life. Fielder slowed it down. Did not catch it. Another single run there. Bharat is on the board. All right. No duck for him today. I was like, that smarts a little bit. Did he have a chance at catching that? No. It bounced right away. He slowed it down. Probably kept from being a boundary. Very nice play. It's funny because Joey and I have been reacting to a lot of British comedy on Born Reviews. And the audience there's a boundary for Kohli. He's in the 40s. He loves himself some Sean Murphy. Or is it Todd Murphy? I don't care what his name is. Sean Murphy's a baseball player. I think it's Todd Murphy. He is getting lit up by Kohli. I think that's boundary in 3 straight overs against him. He's getting up runs on all 3 balls of this over. And he smiles at, ooh, Kohli's feeling good. Oh, are you kidding me right now? He's that short leg. Still. Oh, another. No. How dare you, cameraman? You stink at your job. You made me think that was a boundary. But a 4th consecutive run on a 4th consecutive ball. Man alive. But yes, we've been doing a lot of British comedies, is what I'm trying to say. Born Reviews. Been enjoying it, been loving it. A lot of great people in the comment section. But you also have your fun and interesting people. And the things they have to say about Americans in general. Oh my gosh. Like, have you even been to America? Have you talked to more than 10 Americans? Or is it just the movies? So I appreciate that. Good day. How is everyone? I'm doing okay, Mr. John. Maybe not as good as you, but I'm doing okay. Big moment for Bharat to cement his spot when Pont is away. Yes, huge. He's got 2 runs on the board. Kohli's back in the strike. They keep rotating the strike, baby. A run on every single ball. Are you kidding me? And Kohli ruins the party. No, he doesn't. It gets past the fielder. And Kohli's going to be on strike. A run on every single ball in that over. Ouch. Murphy got lit up after taking that wicket. You think it would have given him some confidence. Kind of the opposite. 9 runs in that over. Yikes. And none of them a 6. A run on every. I haven't seen that happen too often. What is that called? It's got to be called something in test where you get a run on every single ball of that over. Apparently, Steve Smith wants to sign for Major League Cricket. Really? Is there anyone that loves cricket more than Steve Smith? Is there any one person? I know he's married. I think he is, at least. I see him post on social media. Does he have kids? This man loves himself some Major League, or loves himself some cricket. That would be awesome. Anybody heard of Prithvi Shaw hitting someone with a bat and starting a car chase? What? More information, please. Yeah, that's a rule, Nick. Steve Waugh comes to mind for one of the most famous handling the ball situations. I don't like that rule. That's silly. BGT. Oh, Border Gavester. Oh, got it. It's the name of the series. Thank you. I think it depends on what fan you're. If you're Australia, you hate BGT in India. But as an India fan, I love it in Australia because the only 2 times I've seen it, actually, no, I only seen it once live. The other one was right before we started watching cricket, but I watched a lot of highlights about it. India did pretty well. Thanks, guys. Wow. You guys are really coming in there after I asked that question. Appreciate it. He is Sean Connery, for crying out loud. You're doing it to yourself, man. And you got Ravi Shastri, DK in the commentating booth. I'm not listening to him talk, but you're talking about very recently India team personnel. Nice fielding there. Kohli is going to have to stick at the crease, stay at the crease, a dot ball. Kuniman, 15 overs in the books. Jeez Louise. I hate when they defend like that. It makes me so nervous, especially with him defending so early, getting that foot out there so early and that bat down. He's asking for trouble. Michael Vaughan was funny. He picks it up, gives it to the fielder, then looks really confused. Oh, I would be livid. Oh, no. Oh, he reviewed it right away. Oh, Menon gives the finger. Oh, this is huge. Oh, this is the entire innings, in my opinion. This is the entire innings, in my opinion. I think it's a wicket. I fear it's a wicket. Kohli was reviewing it right away. I think that was just way out of pride, way out of ego. There's no way he believes it was that blatantly a bad call. You got to fight against umpire's call now. Oh, that's bat. That's bat, baby. Menon once again. He strikes again. He strikes again. That's bat. That is bat. Great. Great review by Kohli. I take it back. It's not ego. I was very, very negative there. That's bat, baby. What's the rule on that at the same time? It's still bat, right? It's not out. It's not out, right? I think it does hit the bat just before it goes to simultaneous. Or not. Or not. Oh, Kohli knew. This ain't the first time. Oh, Menon. How dare you? You hate your countrymen. Why? Now, to be fair, who was it? 87 earlier? I honestly, I'm just messing around here. I don't blame him for missing that call. I'm curious what the trajectory would be. It's spinning. It might have missed the wickets altogether, to tell you the truth. Even won't be able to overturn it. I don't think that would even hit the stumps. Now, that's a bad angle there, but I don't think that would even hit the stumps if it was LBW. Are they going to screw him over? Are they going to say that it hit the pad first? Or are they going to say it hit the pad first? I would turn, I mean, I'm being biased. I would overturn the call. Absolutely. Yeah, that was Menon. If it's simultaneous, it's simultaneous. It hits the bat at the same time. And the trajectory. No, stop it. They're not going to give him for hitting the bat at the same time? What? How? You got saved by a stupid rule. That's why I hate the umpire situation. That's why I hate the umpire situation. Why? Why do you call that so quick? Why? And then we have the umpires called to protect the umpire because they can't be expected to do their job at all. Come on. You want 50%? Are you kidding me? It's a great decision. Stop it. Stop it. Even on the trajectory, it was umpire's call, which means it could have gone either way. So if he would have called not out, it would have been a great decision too. Stop it. Stop it. How is do we not understand the meaning of the word simultaneous? Simultaneous means simultaneous. There's another. Where's Gabe at right now with this whole batter-centric nonsense? It's all about the batter. All the laws are there to favor the batter. That one's not. That once again favors the bowler. If it's simultaneous, how in the world is one first? You can't call it simultaneous. Goalie should be dropped. Stop it. Stop it. Don't whine too loud. Okay, John. All right. Listen, as an Australia fan, okay, stop it. First of all, stop it. Because if it was the other way around, you'd be doing the same exact thing. The same exact thing. What's good for the goose is never good for the gander. Said it once before. I'll say it again. That was a stupid call. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And if it was against Australia, I'd say the same exact thing. The third umpire said, I think that's pad first. Okay, I think. So we're going by thinking. We're not going by I know. We're saving the original. It's all, they're all umpires. They want to protect themselves. Jack from Dibbly Dobbly always defends the umpire first. They stick together. They stick together. Stop it. Stop it. Absolutely. Absolutely. How does the batter get the benefit of it if it's pad first for LBW? Really? Am I going to say the Gabe line about taking crazy pills? Oh, my gosh. But don't you think, Jack, here's a question for you. If it was a great call in the first place, wouldn't there be conclusive evidence to support it? To prove it? No, there's not. So if you can't have the conclusive evidence either way, was it really a great call? No, it was a flip of the coin by Menon. And once again, he went against India. At least every time I watch this, he's going against India. I don't think that's too much of a coincidence. Exactly. Bat to pad. Exactly. Why even have a third umpire if you're only going to follow the... Exactly. What's the point? Well, I don't want to go against him. I don't want to embarrass him. We want everything we can to protect. Everything we can. When the viewers, you guys yourselves were saying 30 minutes ago that the umpire was disastrous yesterday, and you're saying at least today's much better. That was after one session. Like, we expect them to be garbage. You got to be honest. You do. We defend. We support. We might be the only people on YouTube ever being able to not be afraid to say the umpires aren't that good. We've given case after case, point after point, and there's been so many people on CFA Nation, so many viewers that are starting to understand and starting to see it. And if they make one good call, it's like, see, that's why we have umpires. From what I'm seeing, it's 50% good call, bad calls. That's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. They used to call that the squeeze in cricket, where bat and pad hit both. Hit the ball in which causes it to cannot be LBW. It's not conclusive, and therefore the benefit of the doubt goes to the batsman. Did it really? Are you watching this match right now, Steve? How did that go to the benefit of the batsman right there? He's out because of a ticky-tack call by the umpire. I don't know what's going on here. Stop it with that appeal. Oh, man. Fired me up. There you go. 104 fired me up. Dr. Jihan says, finally, an umpire call goes Jihan, stop it. You had 1 or 2 umpire calls in day 1 of the last match, and you guys still lost by an innings. Are you kidding me? Finally? But this is what I hate about umpire's call. Oh, give it to me. It was going down leg, and it was only just clipping. How can that be given out when 49% hits can be given not out? Unlucky. There you go. Where's my Australia audience right now? Where are you at? Dr. Jihan, level-headed. You don't know this yet, Dr. Jihan, but Gabe and I reacted to a video. We recorded it today. We won't post it until next week or sometime. But I talk about how Dr. Jihan is level-headed. He is a super fan, but he doesn't look with blinders on. And that is exactly the truth. Umpire's call is to protect the umpire. It's all ego. You can't convince me of anything else. Because if you can't prove it 100%, was it a good call? No. I'm not asking for a do-over, but give me a break. You can't have that situation where half the fan is like, oh, thank goodness, and the other fan base is like, we got screwed. But needless to say, it's over now. It's in the past. It's done. There's nothing we can do about it. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the super chat. It's a bad call, in my humble opinion. You don't have to agree with me. That's just my opinion. And luckily for me, I'm the one with the mic right now. And that might go for a boundary. Finally, there you go, Bharat. Get yourself your first test boundary. Great on you, kid. Did Kohli and Jadeja do enough? I would say before that Kohli wicket, yes. After that Kohli wicket, no. No, you just delayed the inevitable. Australia still has this game in hand. It's their innings to lose at this point. Not match, but innings. Another super chat from Steven. I am a god. My jinx worked, Nick. How dare you? How dare you? Jinxes always work. That's why I do them 95% of the time, because they always work. Why? Because the universe hates me and it loves to go against me. So as soon as I get a little bit of cockiness going on, the universe has to squash that. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, bowler interference there. Second of all, why are you running when your partner's not? Third of all, why are you leaving your partner out to dry? Wow, let me guess. That was by accident, right, Gary? That you happen to be in the runner's path when you're on the other side of the stump? Oh, no. Well, there's no controversy there. There's another wicket for Bharat. The young kid. Okay, what I said about Pont, yeah, he wouldn't have done that nonsense, more than likely. Is that off his wrist, for crying out loud? Great catch by Smith. Did he have to hurdle over the helmet to get that? Oh, this innings is over. This is done. Yeah, absolutely get rid of it. Both. I'm in favor of both. I'm in favor of both. I'm in favor of both. And Minning goes back to the IPL. I'm sorry. He's the Buckner for me right now. And it's not just this match. It goes back to the IPL a few seasons ago. If there's a bad call, he's behind it 90% of the time. 87 says, sorry, I was wrong. MCC laws of cricket states that the ball makes contact with the striker's person and bat simultaneously. It shall be considered as ball having first touched the bat. So then why didn't it work here? If that's the laws, why didn't it work here? Or is that only in Australia? You entered my sentence for 6. If that, how is he considered? I think it hits the pad first when it's simultaneous. We can all see simultaneous. Most of us can see bat first. And It's a bad call. It's a horrible call. It's a horrible review by the third umpire. It's just bad altogether. I said I was done with it. I lied. Absolutely. 40 degrees. Jeez Louise. Yeah, we need Gil right now. All right. All the optimistic ones in the chat that said we're going to win by innings. That's not going to happen. But I also heard about how great these two are going to be against spin. I'm hoping that's going to happen right now. Oh, my goodness gracious. What's the score? Bad news. By the way, Stuart Broad now has 4 wickets. Ollie Robinson has 1. New Zealand's lost 5. New Zealand's goose is cooked. That match is all but over. 139. And 7 wickets lost. 7 wickets lost, ladies and gentlemen. Where's that at? There we go. Oh, Bharat. Oh, Bharat, you just crushed. Richard Lillingsworth. Or is that Illingsworth? Oh, don't tell me his name is Illingsworth. Don't tell me it's Illingsworth. That's just too easy. That one's too easy. What about Richard Attenborough? Is he the third umpire? I don't think he was alive anymore. That was an absolutely horrendous umpire decision giving Kohli out. How on earth does that benefit not going to the batsman? Exactly. If the law says it, and the third umpire is like, no, I think that's bad. That's pad first. I think that's definitely clearly pad. Why can't you just say, you know what? I think Min's correct. What did he say again? He said wicket? Yeah, I think it's a wicket. I think he's right. That's what happens. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, it's not that hard, people. I'm just one of those stupid Americans and I can figure it out. It's not that hard. And this is the best of the best that we have here. Oh, my goodness gracious. 140. 7 wickets lost. Steve Buckner. And I'm sick to my stomach, ladies and gentlemen. India trails by 123 runs. They have Akshar. They have Ashwin in a partnership. And they are, as Gabe would say, the last of the Mohicans, 100%. After that, you got Shami, and you got the batting legend himself, Siraj. What's up, Thunder Haze? Even the commentators are saying, yeah, but to be fair, you got 2 Indians and 1 Australian there. It's a horrendous call. There you go. There's a boundary, Ashwin. Get on the board. Absolutely agree. That is best case scenario right there. Get within 50 or 60. Absolutely. Nice shot. Jeez, dangerous shot, but nice shot. Dangerous shot. Dibbly Dobbly says there has been discussion on bringing in specialist third umpires who are well equipped with the technology used for DRS, but that's something that's talked about. So they got to bring a specialist umpire because third umpire can't do their job. And guess who else can't do their job? The umpire that's 60 meters from the freaking stumps, for crying out loud. 20 meters from the stumps. Cannot do his job, and he's 20 meters away from it. We have the technology. We had the video right there. And third umpire can't stop eating his donut for 3 seconds long enough to actually look at the film. I mean, here's the film right here, and he's sitting there eating a salad. Oh, yeah, I think that's definitely pad first. Blah, blah, blah. Are you kidding me right now? Look at the freaking screen because we can all see it. Who cares about these test matches? I mean, who really cares? Is anyone watching this right now? I got a sandwich to eat. You need a specialist umpire? And I have people defending the umpires right now? How many umpires do you need? One for every man on the field? If that'll get the job done, let's do it. I don't know how anyone was a fan before DRS. How did you sleep? I mean, honestly, how did you sleep at night before DRS? At least to get some vindication. I watched that and say, yep, I'm right. I'm 100% right. I know I'm right. But without DRS, you get no vindication. You just got to watch this nonsense. That's why the brainwashing is there with the umpires. Umpires are like God. Gosh. Nice fielding play, Nathan Lyon. Man, it's hard to hate you. You know, competitively at least. Can India reach 200? That's the question. I'm going to be optimistic. I don't know why. You know, barring the umpires. Oh, that stinking fielder right there. They're going to get 2 out of it. 146. Barring the umpires, I think there's a chance. Definitely need some boundaries. You definitely need the old Sachin strategy. A boundary every over. Let's just get a boundary every over. Jack choosing his words. Yeah, exactly. Seems like Nick has updated his ranting skills. No, this is just stupid. This is just absolutely stupid. And typically, I would say 75% of the time, I'm wrong as a newer fan. I'm not wrong this time. And even the people that were trying to get under my skin, they even stopped trolling because they know, yeah, that was a stupid call. That was a stupid call. If I'm Kohli, I'm pissed. If I'm an athlete on the field and I say or I do something that can cause me to lose my game check, half my check, 25% of my check, why isn't there someone on the field taking money away from the umpires' pockets? I mean, honestly, no, you sucked at your job today. You're losing part of your game check. Come on. They don't need specialist umpires. They need an eye specialist for the third umpire. They need a guy to stop eating a sandwich while the umpire times come. I mean, was a situation where he was in the can? I mean, I can at least understand that. Like, you're in the can, you're like, I got some business to attend to. Send in my junior associate. He'll figure it out. The guy couldn't press the power button. And then, I think it hits the pad first. Yeah, even though we can all see. Oh, man. Second Isha, let's go, Nick, all fired up at midnight. Thank you. I don't want to sleep. I can't sleep right now. This is so stupid. But it's beautiful at the same time because it's tests. Now, I've been looking forward to this, no joke, all week. That's how much I love Test cricket. I have been looking forward to this all week long. Now, truth be told, there's no NFL right now. There's no MLB right now. NBA is making me ticked off because the Lakers stink once again. But I've been looking forward to this all week because I love Test cricket, and it's been too long since I sat down and got invested and I watched the series. And the umpires are messing it up. Nick, I'm not annoyed with the field umpire decision because it's very difficult, but from a third umpire, I don't want bad, horrible decisions from then. You have all the technology to avoid such mistakes. I agree with that. I can get on board with that. But here's why I'm frustrated with Minnan, because it's time and time again he's getting it wrong. He's trusting those instincts on what's telling him to give the wicket on the appeal way too many times, or he's trusting those instincts just to make a bad call, whether it's put the finger up or not put the finger up. That's why I blame him, because the instinct, his gut instinct is always wrong, it seems like, unless it's plumb, unless it's absolutely plumb. It's always wrong. Look at Ashwin showing no fear whatsoever. I love Ashwin so much. Why is this guy not in every single test match? I don't care where they're at. But that's my problem with Minnan. Is his instinct is just wrong too many times. Way too often. And I feel too, and this goes both sides. But I feel too, like if you can convince them with your appeal, they'll give that finger. Not just him, a lot of umpires. And I don't like that. Did you see it yourself or not? If you didn't see it, you better not put that finger up. Or you better ask for a third umpire. But why is it when they're appealing so loud and so long that, yeah, definitely. I get they have to appeal, but when it's loud and it's drawn out and then you put it up, as soon as they even a flicker of appeal, boom, if you're that confident. That's been talked about. Simon Toffel, former international umpire, mentioned it and talked about it from what I heard. Yes, Thunder Haze. Umpires suck. Oh, they suck. See, I saw the replay again. That angle was clearly missing leg. Don't know how Menon shows raises. Exactly. And not just that, but even the trajectory. What do they call it? Hawk's eye or some nonsense. They had it clipping half of the stumps. Really? That was just goofy. Or my grandpa would say, kooky. That's kooky. Yeah, I'm still shaking my heads too. I think two rules got merged unintentionally. Before DRS, benefit of doubt was given to batsmen, as batsmen have only one chance. It should be. Once DRS came into the picture, umpire decision came in, and people forgot first rule. Yeah, because again, I say it time and time again, a bowler can get pumped not in test 9, 10, 11 overs in a row. If he takes that wicket, he's a hero. Batter, you get one. Come on. He should be livid. He should be livid. Menon should lose part of his check. Sorry. India will get the lead of 13 runs. Tom, usually you're trying to troll me. I love you tonight. Thank you so much. I mean, I always love you, but I definitely love you tonight. They're not going to score beyond 180. That's a little too negative. I like to go somewhere in the middle between you two. I want to say they're going to get to 202. That's going to be my prediction. Sorry. You know, once these guys lose their wickets, then it's dunsies. These two are the most important wickets. Shami can bat, yes, but not by himself. Siraj can survive for maybe 10, 12 balls, but that's asking a lot. I think 180 is a little too soft, a little too safe of a prediction. I mean, you guys all saw the form that Kohli was in. The Australia fans were fearing it. You guys saw it. The fans were feeling it. He just got robbed. It looks like to me at first glance that it hit the bat even before the pad, but I can put that to being a homer, 100%. Have we even seen Cummins in this session at all? I think he's got like a stomach virus or he took a nap or something like that. That's the spirit. Stop it. Stop it. You've got to be kidding me. Where is this stinking comment? You've got to be kidding me. VXT. Yeah, he got bad on that. Why is there an appeal when he got bad on it? People stop. The fact that Nitin Menon is an ICC elite. Who's not an ICC diamond level, platinum level, underground, whatever level elite umpire? Who's not on that list? I mean, they have guys who are applying for the role of an ICC umpire that are already elite status. I mean, they give those away like they give coupons away when they're opening up a business. I mean, they have so many elite status that nobody wants. They just give them away. You can probably go online right now and apply for elite status, and you never even watched cricket before. And within 24 hours, you pay the right fee. Congratulations, you are now part of our elite panel. The fact that he's on there, I feel like that's even more reason to protect him, to protect those bad calls. Is it more an award of ability or what's the word? Availability. Stop it. Ashwin's playing crazy right now. Ashwin's playing crazy, and Murphy's got himself a maiden over. Coley had his number. Got a super sticker here, super chat, excuse me. Thank you, Vivek. Appreciate it. Umpires get manipulated by how loud the appeal is. Absolutely what I was saying. Absolutely agree. My voice is leaving me. I don't care. Absolutely. Thunder Haze, Nick upgraded from dad jokes to grandpa jokes. Love it. What was the grandpa joke I told? Please share. Because, yes, I'm one of those people that enjoys my own jokes. Thank you very much. I'm one of those idiots. I don't know what it says about me. That when I'm editing my own videos, whether it's me, Jody, Gabe, or whoever, I'm still laughing. Usually at my own. Last 5 tests. Day 2, most runs scored. Also most wickets. Man alive. What? What I mean by the specialist third umpire is umpires who are specialists in the technology use the DRS. They won't be on-field umpires. So that's what's been... No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's just get umpires that know how to do their job. Ooh, crazy. Maverick idea. Oh, watch out for the trash cans. Absolutely missing punt. 151, still on 151. Who is that fielder in the back that thinks every single delivery, even before it gets the batsman, is a wicket? Who is that? Yeah, he has not. Yeah, Gabe is, yeah. You guys saw those videos of us umpire, even Gabe's elite status. Stephen Burgess, appreciate the super chat. Nick, does the review system cause umpires to make mistakes? Knowing that if they get it wrong, the players can appeal. Australia had no review left. Okay, so I gotta read that again because I'm missing part of that. Nick, does the review system cause umpires to make mistakes? The review system shouldn't cause them to make mistakes. It should fix any possible mistakes they did make. Knowing that if they get it wrong, the players can appeal. Australia had no review left. But it benefited Australia. Right? Listen, I'm not saying I want to be out there. I'm not saying the job's easy. I'm not. But if you're going to tell me that this specific umpire is elite status, he's on that elite panel, which I don't even know what that means, like a yearly barbecue or something. He's on that elite status, and you're telling me he makes that call? And then whoever the joker is with the sandwich at third umpire, he makes that same call? I get that you don't want to be out there and you don't want to be proven wrong, and there is pride. We all suffer from pride. Anyone in this stream right now says they're not prideful, they're lying and they're kidding themselves. Okay? Another appeal. Another appeal. Nathan Lyon's like, man, I just pulled my groin on that appeal. Min's like, don't worry, I got you on the next one, brother. I got you on the next one. Don't worry. You know I do. I'm good for it. No one wants to be out there and be blatantly told you're wrong. But if you're wrong, then you're wrong. You got to own up to it. You got to move on. You're going to be better. You're going to have 1,000 more calls to make. Who cares if you get 10 wrong in a row? Let's get it right. It's not gully cricket where loudness matters. Oh, I can see that. Oh, my word, I can see that. Umpires get reviewed on a regular basis, especially at ICC level. Then the IC review their performances and review the elites panel on a yearly basis. And yet this guy is still elite status. I'm not trying to pick on him, but I see what I see. I don't know any other umpire's names besides Stuart Broad's dad as a third umpire, just because it's Stuart Broad. I know Minnin's name. What does that tell you? I don't know any other current umpires' names right now besides his. Thank you. Are you kidding me? Is that what he's saying? Oh my gosh, that ticks me off even. Are you kidding me? Okay, first of all, Krishna, thank you for being a smarter man than I am. Oh, Rohit looks very nervous. Oh, bomb. India finally got to 152. He's saying umpire leaned more Australia because they didn't have reviews left and didn't want to get it wrong against Australia, so gave it out even if it was in doubt. Oh my gosh. What is if that is the case, and I get it, it's all speculation. What are we doing? What in the world are we doing if that is the case? I know I'm probably not right here, so let me just choose one. I'll choose the side that has no reviews left because India has reviews, and if I'm wrong, the third umpire can clear it up. First of all, if you're not sure, don't put that finger up. Just don't. And I would say that for any side. I really, really would. I just want the calls to be right. I just want to be called. Because if they go against the side I'm rooting for, I'm cheering for, then I can at least make a stupid joke about it. Okay? But there's one problem. There's one flaw with that plan. Man, that was hit sharply right to the fielder. Man, that fielder is perfectly placed there. There's one flaw with that plan. And that's the fact that your third umpire sucks worse than you do. Who's got the video evidence? If you have some random person walking by watching the screen at that time they're showing the review who knows nothing about cricket, they're going to say, oh, cool, look at the bat. The ball hit the pad and the ball at the bat at the same time. That's awesome. Does that happen a lot? Oh, Ozjod's here. I can't shut up long enough to see that Ozjod's here. Ozjod, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. Can you hear me? Hello.
Absolutely.
How's it going? I love the ranting. I love the ranting, by the way. Really appreciate
I just can't shut up about it. I can't shut up about it.
Totally
but just to end my thought, it's a stupid idea. They're out of reviews, so let me go ahead and go in their favor. I have a few buddies on that team. My third umpire sucks at life, for crying out loud. What do you think about that call? Ozjod, am I just being a whiny baby? Is there any merit to what I'm saying?
You're right. And personally, I think the issue I have is something that you said like 2 minutes ago, that unless you're 100% sure as an umpire, or at least 95% sure, you shouldn't be giving that out. But Krishna's reasoning makes a lot of sense, but it shouldn't make sense, if that also makes sense.
Yep.
So
it's a sad world.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because Kohli was going pretty well. He was on 44, I think he was. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, this makes the match a lot more interesting, don't you think? Right? What?
Yes.
Look at the other match. New Zealand's 51-for-5 or something against England, and England's like changed the way they've played Test cricket in the last half a year or something, and they started blowing teams out of everywhere. The only team they haven't faced is India, so properly. So I want to see that. I think they played one match, so I want to see how this New England team faces India. If they come to India, that's going to be interesting. If that happens, I don't know when that's happening, but yeah.
They're going to get crushed. That's what's going to happen.
But right England's going to get crushed. Is that what you think? Are you trying
Absolutely.
to pick sides? Are you trying to pick sides and you picked England? Oh,
listen. This is how I'm going to get out of this pickle right here, okay? First of all, I'm a pessimist by nature, all right? So there's a little reverse psychology there. Mm-hmm. Second of all, since I like both teams pretty closely equally, I'm not gonna lie. It's about the home field advantage. That's all there is. And you got to have some pride if you root for India to say that their home field advantage still means something. But that's the wild card. And I get the comment too. And the other comments about, the angle wasn't really a horrible call by Menon. I'll give him that one. I think his gut is horrible. And that's not a body shaming thing. Okay? His instinct is horrible. Okay. But the third umpire just completely messed it up.
Oh yeah. Do you agree with the benefit of the doubt bit that, if the umpire's made a certain call,
Hate it.
I just want to go with the umpire because I'm not sure either. but the technology is pretty good. I think it was kind
in
of
that call. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah,
because they're saying the law is simultaneous goes to the batter's benefit. Are they saying that they didn't think that was simultaneous? Is that what we're saying? Where's that video evidence at? Where's the X-ray infrared version of that video?
Yeah, they're not going to give you that, Nick, are they? Also, hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining Cricket for America.
Yes. Thank you, Ozjon.
In a while. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I haven't done this in like 4 or 5 months, so I'm a bit rusty, but thank you so much for having me on.
Stop it. It's like riding a bicycle. You're already better than I am. You already brought more credibility than I've had this entire time as I've been whining and complaining. India's at 153 right now. They scored 2 runs like in 5 overs, for crying out loud. They're ticked off, but they're holding their composure pretty well. I mean, Axar, 5 runs for 28. Pujar, are you paying attention? This is how you do it, for crying out loud. Yes, you guessed it, Dixon. Ozjon, I let him know I would love to have him on. He had some fatherly duties to take care of. Glad I didn't see you were going to come. Think you were going to come on, so I wasn't even checking down there. So I'm sorry you were waiting for the last hour or something like that.
It was only like 3 minutes. Don't worry about it. It was basically right.
Goodness.
So I was driving back. I had to drop my wife at work. I was driving back, and I just put it on the stream, and all I heard was you talking about this wicket. So I was like, interesting. I'm gonna go check out what Nick's talking about. And the rant just got me more excited. I was like, here you go. Here's my kid. Right? Let me take an hour, half an hour or something. I gave my kid to my mom and said, just please, half an hour, 45 minutes, just keep her, and then I'll be back. She's like, yeah, sure, go for it. I was like, all right. Well, yeah,
you need to talk me off the ledge.
It's busy. It's busy indeed. Oh man, Cummins is back into the attack. Also,
he's made an appearance.
Yeah, I just want to ask people in the chat, have they changed the name of the stadium? Because they probably changed it years ago, but I remember it being called something else. So is this the same stadium for Rosha Kotla, or am I just completely confusing myself because I haven't watched cricket properly for a while?
I want to say that someone had mentioned that before, but I have no idea, so I'll let them tell us.
No, 3. Right, okay, so they got Dinesh Karthik, who's they've got 3 commentators on right now. I don't know where you're watching, right? Got Dinesh Karthik, who played for India last year. Got Ravi Shastri, who was the coach a year and a bit ago. And they got Sanjay Manjrekar, who's just a commentator for like a very, very, very long time. That's crazy. There's no Australians. Were there any Australian commentators earlier?
Matthew Hayden was in there not too long ago.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you, Gaurav. Yeah, and Varun, thank you very much. Appreciate that. What are your thoughts on no Rishabh Pant, by the way? I know he's.
I want to know how he's doing. Like, how's his recovery right now?
Last I checked, it was a couple of days ago. He is still on the mend, but how do you see the replacement? I think it's KS Bharat is the keeper, isn't he? How have you seen it?
It's Srikar. Yeah.
Yeah. How have you seen him?
He's been trash. I'm not gonna lie, he's been trash.
Really?
And I don't blame him because he's a debutant, right? His last match was his first Test match.
Mm-hmm.
They say, "Oh, he's a domestic god, Nick. Just wait and see." And it's way too early to judge. I don't know where he came from. They must hate Saha. They must hate Samson. They must hate. I don't know who their 5th stringer is for crying. I don't know why Bharat came on in his first day or two. He had the yips with behind as a wicketkeeper, missing easy balls, not just leg buys, but just buys left and right. I think it was a duck or something like that, or a few runs the first innings. He was actually like 6 for 8 at one point here, and then just a horrible shot that like goes off his pad and his wrist up in the air. It hasn't been too pretty.
Mm-hmm. I remember his stats a while ago, and I'm just Googling now.
I thought he was making fun of Bharat. This is about Pant, actually. I shouldn't have laughed. My bad.
Yeah, I saw an image. That's what. There's a super chat. Just to remind you, there's a super chat.
Dr. Jihan. Apparently, India haven't lost a test here since Viv Richards' West Indies in 1987. Even longer than Australia unbeaten Gabba record, which India. Oh, I see what you're doing there, Jihan. I see what you're doing. There's other boundary there, finally, by Axar. That's how far behind I am. But I see what you're doing. You're hoping for some retribution, some payback. And listen, you got some injuries on the Australia side too, so it might be a little comparable.
36 years, isn't it? 36 years. Because they keep showing that graphic of the West Indies-India game. And yeah, if it happens, that's going to be crazy because I don't know what your prediction was, Nick. My prediction was India takes the series. And then someone, Keshav, a friend of mine, said, okay, that's just the chicken way out of giving an answer. You can't just say India wins the series. So you have to come up with an answer. So I came up with 2-2 at the end of the series. I think there's going to be no draws. And I predicted both teams win 2 matches and India retains it because they've already got the cup.
Why do you hate India so much?
I don't hate India. India's my second favorite.
When did Ozja become a hateful man? What kind of like stomach sickness do you have right now where are you turning into a Last of Us zombie from the fungus out there or something like that?
What can I say? It's just my really bad assessment because I haven't watched cricket for a while.
I was thinking more of a safer prediction. India win the series, clear out, not a whitewash. Either 2-1-1 or 3-1 or 2 draw, something like that. Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying.
Nick, I'm going to be so wrong. It's hilarious. But I said it and I don't want to take my word back.
You never know with Australia. Yeah. You don't know for sure, right?
You never know with India either, right? The way they came back. It's
They love to make it interesting. My question for you is this. A lot of people agree in the chat, even Australia fans, that Australia's second innings is going to be not very strong. That it's just going to be too tough for them.
Yeah.
So they need to bowl out India here, get a decent lead. They still have a 105-run lead right here. Make it decent enough and then put the pressure on India. What do you think is the likelihood that Australia can score 200 plus in their second innings?
Likelihood? Okay, let's see what India gets, right, in this innings. However, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, it's going to be very difficult. They got to 263, right? And they kind of struggled. It was largely due to Hanscom and Khwaja, I believe, were the 2 guys who actually played quite well. Cummins came in and smashed a little bit. But overall, Australia's been struggling with the bat. And India's innings, the way that they went about this way, like yesterday, at the end of the day, there were 21 for 0 or something. And it looked like India was going to go score 300 plus or something, right? Then Australia came back, Nathan Lyon picked up 5 wickets. So as long as Australia can bowl out India before the end of the day today and at least get about 10, 15 overs in at least in the last session, I think Australia can get the 200 mark. But if they aren't able to bowl out India today, right? They were showing some stats a couple of like just before I joined. And the commentator was saying that days 2 and 3, a lot of wickets fall, right? Yes, you get runs, but wickets fall as well. But 4 and 5 is when wickets are slightly less. So if Australia is able to survive day 3, yes, they can score 200, but it seems unlikely to me. Even though I've predicted Australia can win, I think 200 is a bit of a stretch, especially with the way India's been bowling. Like not just the spinners. They've also got really, really good fast bowlers in Siraj and Shami. Shami bowled brilliantly with the old ball yesterday as well. So, that's a very long-winded answer to say Australia's going to get 199.
Oh my gosh, more hate from the man Ozjan. Oh my gosh. And just an update for everyone for Gabe. He's still doing some fatherly duties. He may not be able to join us, which is okay. He definitely wants to join. He's got stuff to take care of. I mean, the man's job is never done. He luckily finally has Friday, Saturday nights off, but the job is never done. Ozjad, I hate your guts.
Hey,
or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't hate your guts. Woo! Because that look on your face was like, I can't believe what I just saw.
I
Axel.
I was just happy. Like I said, I'm supporting India, but I have I use a logical mind to predict, and then I
thought you liked Australia. I thought you were like Gabe. You liked Australia.
No. I'm Pakistan, India, and then Australia. So those are my top 3 teams.
Oh, so Australia's in the mix.
Yeah. That is 4. I'd call that 4.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd call that 4.
Yeah, that's a 4. Gosh, he hit that so high too.
Yeah. See, did you watch the game, the last game where Akshar Patel went absolute ballistic? Yes, he took his time, but I was very impressed with his batting, especially with Jadeja. Yes.
I hate that you're ahead of me, but I'm glad good things are happening. Oh wow.
I'm sorry. I thought we were around the same time.
I don't think there's any doubt about that one.
As Gaurav said, I would like you to say one of your catchphrases, Nick.
Yes, Gabe's, go for it.
Back to back. Back to back. And then you go crazy.
And belly to belly.
There we go. Speaking of belly to belly, elimination chamber is happening tonight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. Yes, actually I did. It was interesting. It was very interesting.
Sucked, you know what, in my opinion.
Really?
And I'm not really current with WWE, but I love the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Love WrestleMania. Never been a big SummerSlam fan, but I love those two, even if I'm not currently watching. And I thought what happened to Brock was just absolutely stupid.
Oh, yeah.
And then I thought putting Brock there at number 30 just to ease. I mean, he easily went to those guys that were out there for 45 minutes plus. They just went out unceremoniously. I thought that was stupid. As usual, the women's matches were better than the men's. There's nothing wrong with that. But
I'm just gonna disagree with one point. I think the what do you call it? The main event, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. The ending was absolutely brilliant. Like that angle, that entire angle. They've been building up this story for like 7 months, right? So if you keep on track with it, it's really good. But if you don't stay on track, it's really boring. So I've spoken to a couple of friends of mine who are just sporadic, and they're like, "Yeah, what is this? I don't like this guy. This, right?" And then there's people like me who are like, "Oh, did you see that little Easter egg?" Like, you know, the nitpicky MCU DC fans right here, right? Who go and try and pick all Easter eggs. So that bit is cool. But if you're just watching, and if you're just watching this season, I understand why it's boring. So yeah, totally understand that. How have you, not wrestling wise, like in general cricket wise, have you kept to date over the past couple of months? Because I've been very much out of it, especially with Pakistan getting hammered, right? Hammered to Australia 1-0 out of the 3 games, lost to England 3-0. Test cricket, I think it was 3-0, right? But they just got hammered, right? It was really disappointing. I was crying, right? I'm glad I didn't make any videos. And then New Zealand, there was a 2-match series. Pakistan drew that, but barely. Man, you're playing at home, right? You're playing at home. Why are you so bad at home? I don't get it. Well, I do get it. You know, we suck. But still, besides that point, sorry, went out of Pakistan rant. Have you been up to date with other cricketing?
I have not, honestly. And I've said it a few times in the last few streams. I think we've only streamed like once in December and like 0 times in January. I think Gabe may have done one solo stream too during that time. But I haven't. Like, the NFL was really exciting. My team was in there at the end, and they completely fell apart. What else is new? Baseball went all the way through October. So, besides the last 3 or 4 months, not so much. I didn't even realize that New Zealand and England were playing, to tell you the truth, until earlier today. So, I'm trying to get back into it, but I love tests so much. ODI is always a struggle for me. I'm going to be excited for the World Cup. But it's always been a struggle. And then, like, other sports I get wrapped up in, but right now there's nothing distracting me till the end of March. So it's cricket or bust. And since it's been a while since I've live streamed, I feel, and you know this as a YouTuber, I feel refreshed. I feel excited. I don't feel like it's the worst when you feel like it's a chore because it's a big match and you want to cover it and you love watching it, but you just got so many other things you got to get done. So that's my way of saying not a lot. I always follow India. I mostly follow England.
Except against this New Zealand series. Because I had no idea. I live in England. I had no idea this series was a thing until 2 days ago or something. And my dad's like, "Oh, did you see England do this?" I was like, "Sorry, what?" What are you talking about?
Yeah, and how do you feel? There's a boundary. How do you feel about the nonsense, the pride, the ego saver of we've lost 9 wickets. We got 2 walking wickets out there. Let's go ahead and declare right now and save some face. What is the point of that? I mean, honestly.
I'll tell you this. I saw that as a power move because all the other 9 players can bat at above a 70 strike rate, even in Test cricket. And we saw that in the second innings. And then when I can't remember who it was. It was James Anderson, Jack Leach, I assume. I can't remember. But whoever it was, they're like, let's just declare. Let's see what happens. And they got like 3 wickets at the end of the day. And then New Zealand were under pressure. And then when New Zealand came back, they batted quite well at the end. But Tom Blundell, that century was fantastic. Overall, I think it's a bold move. It's one of those aggressive moves that we've now seen by Ben Stokes since his captaincy, right? He does things that you're like, why? Why would you do that, right? It makes no sense. But it's paid off. He's done this against Pakistan. He did this against, was it South Africa or New Zealand last summer? I can't remember. It was one of those teams. And he started doing things like that, and it's working out for England because they've only lost 1 match. I think they've won every other match. Is that gone? No, that's highlights. That's highlights? Forget it.
Yeah, that's a Shreyas. That is a great catch. Wow. I missed that one live. They said that was a great catch against Shreyas Iyer. Oh, and here's oh no. let's not go back there, please. I'm sure Jody's trying to sleep. She doesn't want to hear that.
Oh yeah, it's midnight, dude. Commitment, please, for commitment.
Well, tomorrow's Saturday. I don't have anything to do till like noon, so I can sleep as long as I want. Which I love sleep so much. I'm so excited about it.
That's what married life and dad life is. You're excited about sleep.
Yeah, well, you especially. You're in the thick of it. I'm out of the trenches. I'm out of being, in combat, so to speak, where it's like you sit there and you just fantasize. Like, is it too much to ask for her to get up on her own, dress herself, go to the bathroom, and get herself some breakfast? Is that asking too much for 18 months or whatever it is? Yes, it is.
Close enough. She's 21 months today.
Wow.
Yeah. Time flies.
See, I think I was gonna be over on that prediction.
Time flies, genuinely. Like, I have had to literally drop her off to my mom because if I came downstairs, she was crying. She'd be like, no, I want to come downstairs. She wouldn't say that because, she's 21 months, but she'd act like...
She's got to be talking a little bit though, right?
She talks a lot of gibberish. It's really good. It's
Do you understand it?
No.
Okay. There'll be a point where you will understand it, and everyone else will look at you like the translator. Like, what'd she just say? Oh, she asked for her juice.
Okay. What? That stuff. I think with the milk, water, food, my glasses, things like that, right?
My glasses, yeah.
She's good with everything else. It's a bit like, and I'm like, this, and she's like, no, and then this, she's like, no, and this, she's like,
I love it. That's the best, because even that is like such a big advance or increase from what is when they're younger.
Yeah,
I love that.
100%. Oh man, I can't wait to see the World Cup. It's in India later this year, right? And are you gonna go? Are you guys planning on going to India, Nick?
Unfortunately, not. As Gabe would say, that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Unfortunately, not.
Oh man. Have you seen Ant-Man yet?
No. Have you?
I haven't. I know all this. Like, I know what happens, as you know.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
I'm not as excited. Well, I'm still excited, but the thing that bugged me that I thought was going to happen happened. And I was like, okay, I don't want to go to the cinema and watch it now. I'll wait, like, if I have to wait. Just like I waited for Black Panther.
Don't say what it is. Black Panther's on Disney Plus right now, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. All right. It's they can't do much with, in the words of John Campier, right? You can't do much with your lead actor not being there and your lead character not being there either. So, they've done the best they possibly could. So, yeah.
Yeah, I still stand by my thoughts. Have I wanted to watch it again since? No, which I'm kind of surprised by that, but I still enjoy it. They did a lot for what they had. To work with, like you said. Ant-Man the Wasp, I'm being led by the reviews where it'll probably be like a Black Adam situation when I watch it like the 4th weekend it's out.
Yeah.
When I got nothing else to do.
That's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking because my wife and daughter are going to go to Pakistan and my family, the rest of my family, are going to go for this religious site in Saudi Arabia, in Mecca. It's called Umrah, so that's what they're going to go for. I don't have it, right? That's basically money. So
no, I get the. I just love how your wife's got it, but she's not going to share with you. I love it.
She's going to Pakistan. That's a different thing. So she's going to Pakistan. Okay. My parents and everyone are going to Saudi Arabia.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to be here alone. So that's when I'm going to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. That's the plan. I'm going to try and get as much cinema in those 2 weeks as I possibly can. So I've got a list. I've got a list of like 7
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Hey. My wife a few times has taken the kids and herself. There's a boundary. I love it. Now we're at 179. Who's that joker that said they're going to get to 180? Get out of here. They were gone for like 3 or 4 days at a time or 5 days straight. I love my family. I would die for my family in a heartbeat, but man, that is the best time. Like, I'm not going to lie. It's very nice.
I'll be honest. I'm quite worried because the furthest I've been away is 2 days, and I start missing my daughter and my wife. Like, I'm going to sound really cheesy.
Yes, you miss them.
But
talk on the phone for 30 minutes and you're good. Joey's asleep, right?
Yeah.
No, she won't mind me saying that. She's the same way.
Nick, sleep is going to be my friend, right? It's going to be my best friend in those 2 weeks. Also, I'm from Islamabad in Pakistan, the capital. The question.
You're gonna be like a pimp when it comes to sleep. You're gonna be walking. You're gonna sleep until like noon. Put on your robe, go downstairs, get yourself unhealthy breakfast, and like, you know what? I'm gonna go lie down some more. I'm gonna take another nap. That's gonna be you.
The worst thing is I'm working both weeks, right? And I've got an exam in those 2 weeks. So I have to do something else, which is unfortunate. But when I'm not studying for the exam or working, then I've decided that I'm going to go and enjoy my cinema time or drive down to London, right? And see a few friends and stuff. So I've got a few plans. That's the end of the session. But thankfully, no more wickets fell. Aksar and Ashwin there. 179 for 7. 62 over.
5 runs in the last over. This is going to be pretty much it for me here with T. But I'm curious about this question too. Where is your family from in Pakistan?
They're from Islamabad, so the capital city. It's north-ish. It's not exactly. We don't call it North Pakistan, but it's kind of North Punjab, if we are to highlight it. But at the same time, the city is in its own capital city, in its own territory, like the Vatican. You know, Vatican's within Rome. Right?
Yeah,
it's similar to that. So Islamabad is within that particular province or state, if you want to call it that. But Islamabad is its own capital territory. So that's where I'm from. My dad was from Lahore. My dad's from Lahore, and my mom's from this town called Attak. But I think I was born in Islamabad, lived in Islamabad. I always go to Islamabad if I have to. But really nice place. I'll send you some pictures. You'll be like, whoa, that looks nice. So yeah, best city in the country, no doubt. And people are going to argue with that.
Of course. Absolutely. You've got to have that pride for your homeland. You got to have that love, and people are going to throw the hate out there.
Hey, it's people within the country as well. They're like, no, Lahore's the best. No, Karachi's the best. Actually, do you know what? No, nowhere's the best. So everyone has their own mindset. But I totally understand that. There is another question, unfortunately, about me. So I'm kind of happy that people remember me. So that's really nice. They ask, where do you stay in England? So, Nick, where do I stay in England?
Scunthorpe.
Yes, that is the place. That is the name of the town. It's only 62,000 people, right? It's
people say that, but I still think like that's a lot of people, but it's not. But it's still 62,000.
It's 62,000 in like a 10-mile radius, so it's not that much, right? It's only like so. I've done this once. I tried from one end of the town to the other. When there's no traffic, I can drive. I'm not going to tell you what speed, but I can drive from one point to the other in like 8 minutes, right? 8 minutes flat.
That's crazy.
So it's not that big. It's not that big at all.
No, that I drive a farther distance just to go to Target, for crying out loud.
Yeah, and that's the best part about being in a small town. When I go to London, I drive an hour and I travel 3 miles, right? Yeah. And then here, I travel an hour and I get 60 miles away or 70 miles away, and I'm in, let's say, like Leeds or something. So yeah, it definitely depends where you stay and stuff. But yeah, oh man, I'm just very excited that I got the opportunity to hang out and watch the match. And thank you everyone for joining. Please do like, share, subscribe. Nick, you don't say it anymore. You don't say it.
You know what? It's one of those things where I'll say it once or twice, and then I'm good. And it's not cockiness. It's just like, you know what? I just want to hang out.
Hey, I saw the number of likes being the exact number as the people who joined the stream. So I was like, that is impressive. I never got that. I only got it like if I brought you guys onto the channel. Otherwise, it would be like 20 likes, 100 people watching, 1 like, 5 people watching. So, but I had a 20% success rate. You guys, like,
it's all CFA Nation. Like, honestly, they made me so proud last time because it's been a while since we had 100 in the chat at one time. We had like 130, 140. India was winning. So, I mean, that kind of helped, right? But when it was done, I was expecting it to be like thousands and thousands of views because people just coming in and out. But for the most part, a lot of those 100 just stay like the entire stream, which was pretty cool. So it wasn't a lot of views, which in live streams, you don't make your money off views, so it doesn't even matter. But it just showed me that people came in and they just stuck around. And that's what I love.
Same here. I think that's really cool. And genuinely, when India starts winning, you're pretty good. Pretty good on the stream, right?
It's a good spot to be.
Yeah.
It's a day 3 win. We were here to the very end. And I'm glad because it was Friday. And I was like, oh, we can wait till Saturday and watch it. No, there will be no game on Saturday to watch. So it worked out quite nicely.
I'll tell you this. This thing I really like is that if someone comes onto the stream, like he starts watching you or she starts watching you, they're like, India's doing well. This stream is on. So I'm going to keep this stream on because India's doing well. So it kind of works in that way. Yes. I've done that. I remember it was Pakistan versus some team and you guys weren't streaming and someone else was. And I was like, okay, let me just see this. I just started watching them watch the match. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stay on until Pakistan starts doing badly. And then Pakistan lost, obviously. Right? So then I turned it off.
Obviously. He says, obviously. Listen, I can't tell you how many times I'm following the Padres game baseball on my phone and they score a run. I go do some things. I check again. They score 2 runs. I finally can sit down and watch it because they scored 5 or 6 runs and then nothing happens for like 4 innings. Why did I turn it on to watch it? I should have just not gotten involved because, yes, it made a difference, people.
100%. Speaking of baseball, I rewatched Moneyball a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I love it.
I understand baseball so much. Like the first time I watched it, I just loved it for the maths. Now I like it because I understand the game, like the baseball side of things. I was like, that's really smart. The way they're like, oh, we don't need a 0.46 guy. We need 3 guys of like 0.3 or something like that.
That will equal out to it. Yep.
I was like, that's so smart. Like you can't do that in cricket. But in baseball, I understood where he was coming from. So it's good. It was so fun to watch it again because it's been a very long time since I did. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, anyone, even if you don't like baseball, you got to check out Moneyball because if nothing else, it's Aaron Sorkin's writing, which is fantastic. It's the conversations. It's the fact that this guy is just kind of changing what goes on. The old-time scouts are getting, especially in that particular scene where he's like, I don't care about anything. I just care about them getting on base. And he's like, don't make me point to Pete again. What is the name of the game, guys? He gets on base. Exactly. Next. And you see that type of old school thinking. And I say it's not always old school. Sometimes it's new way thinking where it doesn't make sense, but it's like the buzz is what everyone else is doing. So let's all doing it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense. And it's like what Gabe always says, am I taking crazy pills? Like what I'm saying is a proven thing and we're not doing it. Why? So yeah, you guys have got to check out Moneyball. And like Ozjod said, you might learn something about baseball. It's a beautiful movie. And baseball, I can't wait. My Padres, they are one of the lowest markets in all of Major League Baseball, meaning they have one of the worst TV deals. They don't make a lot of money from their TV money, but they have the 3rd highest payroll because they're just buying all these players because they're so desperate to win And as fans, that is such a sight to see. So I cannot wait for the season to start. They got pretty far last season, and they have even better players this season. And it could all blow up in their face. We've seen that in sports before, but I'm hoping for a fun season. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Ozjod, for joining me here for this stream. I'm going to go ahead and tap out here and get some sleep. More than likely, I will be back here tomorrow at some point. There's a very, very good chance of that. Maybe Ozjod will join me. He's a very, very busy man. He's got to go take care of his daughter right now. But Ozjod, thanks for joining me here for as long as you did.
I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure. It's an honor. You know, you guys are celebrities, and I absolutely love, you know, talking to you guys. Hey, I genuinely believe so. So thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for joining the chat and the stream. Please do like the video. Please do check out all the other videos on Cricket for Americans. There's a recent new video, Sachin versus McGrath. That was really interesting. So please do check it out. I don't know if that's 4 months old or 4 days old. It's one of those two.
No, I think it's our most recent one. Disrespect by McGrath. How dare you yell in the face of the god of cricket? What is wrong with you?
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, man. But with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.